little bit late. I'll stick around a little bit longer. What's going on around here? You guys have some cars in the front? Does everybody have questions they want me to answer? Or answers they want me to question about?
My name is Benjamin, and do you have any tips for young pitchers?
Hi Benjamin, how are you? Are you a young pitcher yourself?
Yeah.
Like tips in what regard? Like about how to be better? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. What I would say is I would encourage you not to worry so much about how hard you throw. I know it's tough because everybody always talks about how hard they throw. It's fun to throw hard, throwing hard is impressive, but really throwing strikes is the most important, especially at your age. You know, when you get older and stronger and bigger, you're going to throw harder, hopefully. But for me, even, still don't throw that hard, but I throw a lot of strikes, and that's how I get guys out. So worry more about throwing strikes than you do about throwing hard. Got it? All right.
My name is John, and what's your favorite baseball team besides the Twins?
Hi, John. What's your favorite baseball team besides the Twins?
Besides the Twins, I don't know.
Well, you already have one. You better have one.
I like the Cardinals.
Okay. My other favorite team is the Pittsburgh Pirates because I grew up in Pittsburgh, and so I was a Pirates fan and a Penguins fan and a Steelers fan. So I'm still fans of all those teams. So especially the last two teams. But so that's why I'm a Pirates fan. And it's neat actually. My college roommate plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I can be a fan of his. That's okay. If you remember, we'll just come right back to you.
All right.
My name is Sam, and what player did you get your first major league strikeout against?
Sam, that's a good question. My first major league strikeout was in Oakland against the Oakland A's, and it was Travis Buck, actually. It was the guy that I struck out. And I faced him in the minor leagues probably 3 years earlier, and he probably had 10 hits off me that season. So Travis Buck. Forgot. It's tough. Forgetful. We're very forgetful today.
My name is Jason, and who's your favorite player on the Twins?
Jason, that's a good question. My favorite player, like if I was a baseball fan, my favorite player, or who my best friend is in the Twins? My best friend on the Twins? Okay. My best friend on the Twins is probably Glenn Perkins. I lived with him one year when I came up, and he and his wife have been gracious enough to let me stay at their house when I come up here. And they have 2 little daughters, and I'm the godfather to the 2 little daughters. So, yeah, so he's my favorite friend on the team. My favorite player on the team to watch would probably be Joe Mauer. He's just really good, and so it's fun to watch somebody who's that good at something. Did you remember again? Yeah, do you want to use this real quick? Hold on 1 second.
Why do you like Joe Mauer?
That's a good question. I like Joe Mauer for a lot of reasons. He's fun to watch playing baseball, for sure. But even more important than that, he's a good guy. He cares more about who you are as a person than he cares about how you pitch that day or how you're going to pitch the next day. He understands that baseball is only part of it. But sooner or later, he's going to be done playing baseball, and it's more important the kind of guy you are than the kind of baseball player that you were. So that's a good question.
My name's John. What do you do in the off-season?
What do I do in the off-season? I do all sorts of stuff in the off-season. I'm lucky enough to be able to live wherever I want in the off-season, so I travel a lot. This off-season I'm living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm actually taking classes. I'm taking 2 classes at Winthrop University where I went to school because I didn't graduate, and I want to graduate. So I'm taking 2 classes. I'm taking a writing class and an economics class down there. So hanging out, working out, and taking classes and doing homework. I do homework too.
Hi, my name's Zach, and how do you like the new Target Field?
Hi Zach, I really like the new Target. Have you been to the new Target Field? What do you think about it?
I think it's great.
What's your favorite part of the new Target Field?
Hot dogs.
A new multi-million-dollar stadium, and you pick the hot dogs as your favorite part. That's good. That's good. I haven't had the hot dogs, new or old, but I love the fact that the fans really get a chance to watch baseball. You know, I think people excited when they came to the Metrodome, they felt like they were watching a football game. They had to kind of look and sit, look to your right or look to your left to watch the game going on. But Target Field, there's not a bad seat in the house, so I like that.
and Chad, what's your favorite pitch to throw?
My favorite pitch to throw is anything that gets somebody out. I don't have a specific pitch that's my favorite to throw. I don't throw anything that's so good that I just like throwing it all the time. So really, any pitch that gets a guy out is my favorite pitch.
Which do you like better, target field or the dome?
Which do I like better? Well, there were a lot of really neat things about the Metrodome, to be honest with you. I mean, that was where I first played when I was with the Twins, so I really like that about it. I love that the fans really packed the place out. You guys came and it was super loud. That was neat. I like that the other team didn't really like it. They didn't like to come play there. That's a good thing. They're uncomfortable when they're playing. But I like Target Field a whole lot better. Target Field is, they did a great job. They built it for us. They built it for you guys as fans, and they really built it the right way. They built it, with a lot of Minnesota products and a lot of Minnesota labor. So it's a good spot to play. We love it.
My name is Connor. If you are nervous facing any batters, who would you probably most be nervous?
It's Connor. Is this what you forgot? This is the question you forgot earlier. Okay. Who would I be most nervous to face? It's not necessarily the batter themselves that's most nerve-wracking. It's the situation that you're in. So if a guy comes up and the bases are loaded and there are no outs, well, you're probably more nervous than if there's nobody on base and somebody comes up. But as for guys who really hit me well, Placido Polanco, remember the short guy for the Tigers? He hits me really well. So he's a guy that I'd rather not see coming up.
I'm Johannes.
Johannes, I know who you are. You used to bring me cookies all the time when I was in Beloit.
We have some.
I bet you do have some. Take your time, Johannes, and if you think of what you wanted to ask, go ahead and grab the mic back.
What's your least favorite team to play against?
It's my least favorite
Wait,
team.
that's not a question she wanted to ask one more time. Do it.
On the spot question chains. Okay, what was the original question?
She wants to know if you have Facebook.
She wants to know if I have Facebook. What a great pun on. If I have Facebook. Well, when I was in college was when Facebook first really started. And I remember my buddies and I had Facebook pages. And so I don't think you can ever really get rid of your Facebook page. Does anyone know that? Anybody here have any idea? Has anyone ever tried to get rid of their Facebook page? Does it work? Can you do that? Can you get rid of it? I think I still have one. I haven't used it or been on it in a long, long time. But so technically, I think I still have one. I don't know which one of you asked that question, but I know.
How old were you when you played your first baseball game?
How old was I? I was probably 6 years old. I have an older brother who's 2 years older than I am. So I would always play on his team. I would go to watch his games, and if they didn't have enough players, or if they needed more players, or just if the coach wanted to let me play that day, I would play. So I think I was 6. How about you? How old were you when you first played? You don't have any idea? You were 3. Okay. You got 3 years on me.
Hi, my name is Gabriel. How many home runs have you had?
Well, Gabriel, this is a question you probably want to ask a hitter, because a pitcher doesn't want to tell you how many home runs he's had. I've had a lot of home runs hit against me, and I'm actually okay with that. I feel like if you give up home runs, it means you're throwing strikes. So I'd rather give up some home runs here and there than walk a bunch of guys. But I've had some really long home runs too. Last year, Corey Hart hit a ball into the upper deck in left field at Target Field. It was, I know, it was like 500 feet. That's all right. This still counted as one run.